I've created what I'm calling cells, and a cell is like a small team of agents. So like 5 to 7 agents, right? And like let's say I'm trying to like right now it's still pretty shitty, so that's why I'm like not really like posting about it or even bringing it to the team yet. But what I wanted to do was create cells of different like jobs. Like let's say we needed a video production team, right? Like that's a cell. And the video production team, the workflow that I'm trying out right now, that I feel like I'm really close to figuring it out, is like the orchestrator agent communicates to like the head of production what needs to be made. The head of production goes to the AI that I have that prompts up AI videos using because he's tied to an like Hado was mentioning a Sora API key, right? So he can take the Sora API, create AI videos. I pay a few cents a video, and I
Mm-hmm.
get the stuff prompted. Then that agent sends it over to an agent that will edit the video and like write a script based on like I messed up the flow a little bit technically. It's the orchestrator agent goes to the head of production, who then goes to the agent that writes a script. The script writer brings that information to the video prompter. The video prompter uses Sora to make the content, and then he sends it to an editor, and then the editor edits. So I'm at the point now where the script to video to editor process is actually starting to kind of come in pretty smooth, and that's how I would automate like an AI video workflow, right? Um, if I were to run that completely online, it would cost me like thousands of dollars a month. But because I have a local, like to make like let's say I wanted to make like I don't know a couple like 100 videos or some shit, it would end up costing me like a good couple $100 a month, with all the API calls because I have so many agents communicating with each other. Where because I have it localized, I only pay a few bucks because I'm pulling the Sora API, so it's a lot cheaper to run it that way.
Yo,
So if
have
you're
you? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I thought you were done.
Yeah, so if you're like trying to create workflows, like, all right, cool, what team I got of agents am I going to put together to create this outcome? Like, if I want like a game dev team or if I want like a socials team, like I view it that way. Like, what outcome are you trying to create? Because if you don't have a reason for trying to automate the workflow, then in my opinion, it's not really worth doing all that extra effort. But if you're like, I want to build like an agentic team, right? And then use that as like the foundation to all the things I work on, then it makes a lot of sense. But it's very tedious. Like you're gonna have to put a lot of work. It's like training employees, really. Like if you've ever trained employees or
Yep.
like led a coworker around, like it's not like you just plug the thing in and it works. Like you gotta constantly iterate. You have to work with their memory files, their skill files, figure out how all the pieces go together. So it's still early. Most of the people on Twitter don't know what the fuck they're doing, if I'm gonna be honest with you. But it's still cool seeing everyone like experimenting and being excited about trying something new.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's been a fun experience so far. Like taking it localized and everything.
Yo, I got a couple things on this too. So first of all, there's this guy named Meta Alchemist. I think we have
Metal
talked to this
Alchemist?
guy.
Yeah, we know who that is. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he vibe coded something that went kind of viral. So I'm gonna pull this up real quick and show you guys what happened. Kind of sick actually. The Mario Nawfall account, the roundtable thing hit this up. But essentially, what he created was a deck screener tool to like see runners and it can be readable by your agents. It's just basically giving like an alpha terminal. So it gives you all these stats like liquidity, transactions, how old it is, etc. So like you can take the repo that he put out there and kind of like implement it into your own application. So I was gonna ask Mizzy, like, have you like experimented with like repos and like trying to make sense of them and adding them to like your workflows or and then there's another thing real quick before you answer that called paperclip and
Yeah, I was
paperclip
actually
like
gonna mention
organize your
Paperclip.
business.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna mention Paperclip. I was playing around with Paperclip. It was a little buggy. But I like the idea. I was actually working on a mission control command center before Paperclip dropped, and I was trying to see if it would like solve my problems. But it didn't do quite exactly what I wanted it to do. I have been playing around with a lot of repos. I have been experimenting with a lot of different, like apps, and I think like there's been some that are really cool. There was the one that I started. I haven't run it yet, but Andrej Karpathy. I don't know if I'm saying his name right or Karpathy or whatever. He actually did drop the GitHub repo where it's like showing AI agents that are. It allows them to self improve while you're like asleep, and they just like it's almost like the hyperbolic time chamber for any anime fan. It's like the hyperbolic time chamber for AI agents where they're like constantly finding things to self improve on. That's the one that I'm going to be trying out next week.